Hello, I'd like to welcome everyone to Paul Rogers.
Am I on film now?
Yeah, camera's on.
Can it look see me because it's not pointing at me, it's pointing down here like.
Yeah, that's what the picture's showing.
Oh right, it needs to go a bit that way then.
Alright then.
Yeah,
Director as well, are you, Paul?
Let's have a look at this picture now.
Is that alright?
See, that's far better, it's much more central.
Right, okay.
Come on, Jason.
So, yeah, if you could just, seeing as you've been our longest resident here, could
Yeah,
you
okay. Well,
tell the P3 staff what it's...
Right, I already said before how I felt, so anyway, before I came here, I was what you might call very, very depressed. I was sleeping on a bench in the promenade, about 6 foot long, but in the middle of the bench was an armrest, so I only had 3 foot. And my pillow was the armrest, very sharp, and my feet were over the edge, and I slept 3 months with no sleeping bag, right? August, September, October every night, and it was cold, let me tell you, no sleeping bag, just like this, no normal clothes on, yeah? Anyway, I was in a pretty bad state when I arrived here, very bad. In fact, my dole had stopped. I hadn't eaten for about 3 days, just nicked a couple of slices of bread off a guy I was living in bed and breakfast, and I had a tin of tomatoes on its own once. That was pretty harsh, because tomatoes on their own ain't, nothing to write home about. And so when I got here, I was really hungry, and the staff, Nicky was here, the staff bought me a bag of shopping, like food, some clothes, because all my clothes were dirty, and lent me a tenner to get some bags, because if you're a smoker, if you smoke cigarettes and you haven't got any, and you haven't smoked for a day or two, you need a cigarette. And they lent it me, which was very nice of them.
How did you get in touch with P3 then?
How did I get in touch? Well, when I was on the bench, these street pastors would come by on a Friday and Saturday night, yeah. I thought they were real pastors from the church, but they're not. They're just volunteers to look after people who are totally sozzled, say. They carry little sugar lollipops, so that anyone with diabetes is having an attack, they can give them a lollipop, yeah. Anyway, they mentioned it, and I thought, nah, because I knew I was going to prison. So I didn't want to get a place here and then go to prison and lose the place. So I waited till I'd gone to prison at Christmas and come here in February. It's now October, so that's 7 months. And so my state before I come here was bad, very bad. I was in a terrible way, and when I arrived, I spent 3 months in my room. I ate cheese sandwiches, Weetabix, and chocolate every day for 3 months. Every day, and I never came down. I'd come down for a couple of coffees in the morning, but that was it. And the pub at 11 o'clock, but that was it. The rest of the time I just led in my room. It was horrible.
What changed?
I missed a couple of nights' sleep, and it sent me high, like in the bipolar, yeah?
Yeah.
So I became high then. And then I changed completely from someone depressed and retiring and want to crawl under my stone to someone bulging up front and saying all these sort of inappropriate remarks to a lot of the staff. Anyway, and now I'm not high anymore, so I don't say inappropriate sexual things towards the staff, female staff. Anyway, so whilst I've been here, 7 months, it's been great, absolutely great. We got a cooker and a fridge and a fridge in our rooms, and you can cook what you like. And as long as you obey the basic rules, which is basically no drugs, no drink, and no smoking, and don't disturb the other residents. As long as you're not doing anything like that, it's your home, and you can really do what you like, with respect. Anyway.
I remember you saying, right, it's the first time you've had a manic episode and not been arrested.
That's right, it's the first time in about 20 years I've had a manic episode without being arrested, because partly due to the calming effect of the staff, and partly due to my knees being cream crackered, Donald Ducked, and I can't use them so well. I didn't burn up the energy like I usually do when I'm bipolar. When I'm bipolar, I've got to be in a million places at the same time. You can't sit still for 2 seconds, so you're up and about and out and about. So I've had a great time here, and I'm going soon. You know, I've got a council flat, but the staff have been very helpful. Like I said before, because I already made this video and it's cheesing me off to do it again, but never mind that. That if you need support with dole or doctors or anything, the staff are there to support you, which they always do. And if you don't need help, everything's swimming, the staff leave you alone, they get on with it, they don't interfere in your life. Anyway, and the housekeeper, Odette, she's brilliant. She's like a counsellor, she helps us, she bought me some painkilling cream for my knee, she didn't have to do that. She's great, she's like a counsellor. She don't do any work, mind, but apart from that, she does listen and she knows how to talk.
Would you recommend us to
anyone else?
Friends and family?
Yes, of course I would. I would recommend P3 to anyone because, as I said before, it's the best accommodation I've ever had because it's like, I call it housing with dignity, and instead of a night shelter, where I stayed in Gloucester quite a few times, instead of a night shelter, where you go in for one night, it's good, you have your tea, you have a bed, go out in the morning, it's pretty stagnant, it's like treading water. So here at least, when you leave here, whilst you're here, P3 will find you somewhere a bit more permanent to stay, even if it's only long-term temporary. You know, 3 months here, 7, 8 months somewhere else, and if you wish, you can have a council flat, you know, within that time, I'm sure. Probably.
To give you the base to start building on.
Yes, absolutely. As regards to what I'd like to do for the future, I plan to write a book about my adventures, because I lived in France 13 years. I've been travelling around for 40 years without having a permanent place to live. So I hope this council flat coming up is a permanent place, and that I can actually have a solid place, land base, where I can print on a computer and print it out. I'm going to ask Balmont Trust to lend me a printer, because printers are quite expensive, aren't they?
You could type your stuff up and probably get it printed in a library, something like that. Have you done a writing course before?
No.
There's some in the area where you're
moving to. I don't want
to
to do a writing course. I just want to spit it out as it is.
Yeah, okay.
It's all bubbling inside. I know what I want to write.
Yeah, okay.
I remember everything almost, but like most of us, I remember every step of my life, any significance. Anyway.
You got a title for it?
Huh?
A title?
Well, I wanted to write the autobiography of a nobody. Because
good title.
Yes, I agree, because I would be attracted to a book that was kind of defacing himself.
Yeah.
Anyone who debased himself, I'm interested, because most of us, unfortunately, are like, oh, look at me, you know, I'm the big I am, you know, people like that I've got no time for. I go along with this philosophy that if you think you're somebody, you're nobody.
Yeah.
And if you think you're nobody, then you're somebody. I mean, I'm definitely a nobody, certainly. But someone said that title's been used before, the autobiography of a nobody, yeah?
Okay.
So maybe I can't use it. I don't know how the copyright is on titles of books.
Titles, you can't get copyright on a title.
Ah, there you go. So I could use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, because it'd be hard.
Yeah.
If they were copyright to actually think of any words.
Yeah. You imagine song names, they're copied over.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, write a book. That's the idea.
I might have a book you can borrow. Stuart Life Backwards is about someone in a similar position.
To me.
Yeah.
That wrote a book.
Yeah. Well, his support worker helped him write it, but
yeah. What's that hint? You want to help me? No, I'm all right.
No, but I'll give you the book to read and you can see how you did it.
Have you read it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it is really good.
Is it about his adventures in life?
Yeah, and he even puts in recipes, how he can cook with next to no money, that sort of thing. It's really
that's
good.
what you need, man.
Stuart Life Backwards.
Bring it in then. When you in next?
Oh, Thursday. I'll see if I still got it at home. I'll get it for you if not.
Yeah, right. Make sure you do. Oh, sorry, I was on film.
Well.
So you said you'd give me that 50 quid for saying good stuff. Oh, it's still on.
Yeah, if you get me a pay rise,
yeah. 50 quid for saying all the good stuff about P3, because in reality it's absolute crap. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean that. I have to cut that bit out. No, it's great.
Well, we're going to miss having you here.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind. You're very kind, because I've enjoyed my stay here. I could stay here forever. That's the trouble.
Yeah, you really come out of your shell, actually.
And what
Since I first saw
mystifies
you.
me is how the house runs on 6 people that don't know each other and are not obliged to like each other. It's not because you live in the same house you're going to like someone, but there's such a degree normally, 99.99% of the time, there's such a degree of respect between the residents that there's hardly any friction. Yeah, very little friction, because everyone's got that respect. That's all you need, a bit of respect.
Yeah.
And the friction goes out the window, you know. It's only when people dominate the TV or say this is happening or I don't like that, you know, like laying down the law, that there's friction, you know. But if everybody's give and take, there can't be any friction, you know.
Do you want me to tell you I got some bad news? I didn't press record.
You liar.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be doing it again, trust me on that one.
Well, thank you very
Let's
much.
have a look
Paul.
at it then.
Okay, thank you very much, alright?
You're welcome. Hang on, I'll have to get my glasses. Give me one.